I refused to drive my husband home from his colonoscopy. My husband Neil needed a colonoscopy since September. I reminded him in October to schedule it. November came around and still nothing. I told him again to book it before the year ended because we already hit our insurance deductible and it would basically be free. 2 days ago, he tells me he scheduled it for the 19th. We're supposed to be driving to my parents in Nebraska for Christmas. He said we'd have to wait until after the procedure and then drive up that evening. That's 7 hours of driving in the dark by myself because he'd be recovering. I can't drive at night anymore after my accident last year. My depth perception is messed up when it gets dark. I told him to reschedule for after New Year's. He said no because of the insurance money. So yesterday, he calls me at work and says he moved it to today, the 17th, and needs me to pick him up at 12:30. I teach 4th grade, and today we have our winter party. I've got parent volunteers coming in, we're doing a gingerbread house competition, and I have a parent conference at 3:15. I told him I can't just leave in the middle of the school day. He got mad and said I'm being rigid and selfish, that I don't care about him. I said this isn't an emergency, you had months to schedule this, and you didn't even check my calendar before booking it. He said they're only open during school hours, so how was he supposed to ask me? I reminded him, I get home at 3:30 most days and their scheduling line is open until 5. He said he forgot. Then he hit me with you'd figure it out if it was a real emergency. I said yeah, but you waiting until the last possible second to schedule a routine procedure you've known about for months isn't my emergency. He told me to figure it out because he'd do it for me. I said I wouldn't give you 1 week's notice for something requiring you to leave work. He called me a shitwife and said family comes first. I told him to reschedule or find someone else to drive him. He stopped talking to me after that. This morning he was still giving me the silent treatment. I went to work. Around 11 I got a call from the school nurse saying my daughter Iris threw up and needed to go home. She's in 2nd grade at the same school where I teach. I grabbed her from the nurse's office and took her home. She fell asleep in the car. When we pulled into the driveway at 11:40, Neil's car was still there. The colonoscopy place is 30 minutes away and his appointment was at 11. He should have left by 10:30 at the latest. I carried Iris inside. The living room was empty. I heard voices upstairs. I put Iris on the couch and went up. Our bedroom door was cracked open. I heard a woman laughing. Not like TV laughing, real laughing. I pushed the door open. Neil was in bed with someone. Not just someone. Kendra, my former best friend from college who moved to our city 6 months ago. They both froze. Kendra grabbed the sheet. Neil's face went completely white. I didn't yell. I just said so there's no colonoscopy. He started stammering something about how he could explain. I walked to his nightstand and grabbed his phone. He didn't have a passcode because he said he trusted me. I opened his messages with Kendra. Months of texts, planning meetups, talking about me, him complaining that I work too much and don't pay attention to him anymore. The most recent text was from this morning, him telling her the coast was clear from noon to 3 because I'd be stuck at the school party and couldn't leave. He'd scheduled a fake medical procedure to get me out of the house. Kendra started crying and saying she was sorry. I told her to get out of my house. She got dressed so fast she put her shirt on backwards. Neil tried to follow her downstairs, but I told him to stay where he was. After she left, I went back up. I asked him if he actually even scheduled a colonoscopy. He admitted he didn't. He just needed me gone for a few hours and knew I wouldn't skip work for anything less than a medical thing. I told him to pack a bag and get out. He said we should talk about this. I said no. He asked where he was supposed to go. I suggested Kendra's apartment. He left 20 minutes ago. Iris is still asleep on the couch.